Okay, so we are recording now. I'm recording here as well. If you want to record yourself, let me know. I will give you an access. Hello to record, Mohammed Bhai. I gave you the hello. Sayyid Ji, I gave you recording. Venkatet, if you want to record, you can record. AB, if you want to record.
No, can you share the link afterwards?
Yeah, I will send the YouTube link. If you want to record, you can record. If you don't want to record, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want.
Okay. So welcome to the Logical Stock. My name is Jigar Upadhyay, and I'm gonna help you out today regarding some of the basic stuff which you need to understand regarding the trading. Everybody knows we're gonna cover some of the topics, which is from candlestick to support and resistance. What is trend line? What is horizontal line? What is supply zone? What is demand zone? What are the time frames? Which time frame gonna help you? What is moving averages and what is exponential moving averages? How you can identify trend? What is CPR? Bollinger Band, Fibonacci? Or what is opening breakout? And the golden crossover. These are the topic which gonna cover. We won't be able to cover everything here, but we will cover at least 6 to 7 topics here. If you have any question or concern, you can ask in the group. You can unmute yourself and ask the questions. I'm okay with that one. So now let's move on to the topic. If you have any question concern now, we can go ahead to take the questions, and then if you don't have it, then I'll go ahead. Okay, so now first the thing we gonna talk is candlestick. What is candlestick? Candlestick is nothing but it gives you like an idea what is the price when it open, what price the candle open, and what price candle close, what was the high of the candle and what was the close of the candle, low of the candle. That gives you an idea regarding what can be next move. Okay, so let me just kind of start on link here too. Everybody can see this chart, my screen here. Okay, yeah,
Yes, we can.
this is the trading view. If you don't have the trading view, I would highly recommend that you get the trading view, because it's one of the best software you can use it for the charting. I always use the what you call this trading view for my charting. Okay, so now let's see. I'm gonna take any stock, our everybody's favorite Tesla, right? Did you see the in the group where I shared the Tesla's level for short term? Anybody saw that levels today or no?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Good. Right, it worked, right? The level worked. So if you see here, look at this one, the nice move. Okay, the Tesla is coming like this, going up. So probably at this level, which is about 630, about like 635 level, if it doesn't go up, once it start moves downward, you will see this 550 level one more time for Tesla. It's just matter of time when it comes and gives the level. Okay, this is a good pattern. Okay, this is good channel. It's just a matter of time to it to start falling. Looks like it. You never know, right? This is all tukka. So let me just close this up. I don't need RSI here as well. I don't. This is all bookwards. Okay, and I don't need volume here as well. So as we know, what is candlestick? So candlestick is nothing. It has a body, and it has a wick, and it has another wick on the top, right? Sometimes you have the wick, sometimes you don't have the wick. But this is the whatever the box you are seeing is a body, Now this is, I will say, like, I'm gonna make it green body, and I'm gonna make this one as a red, makes it easier, right? This is red body, which is bearish. This is green body, which is bullish. Okay. um, Only difference which you can find here is how does candle opens and how does the candle close. So if you are like a bullish, so this is your opening of the price and this is the closing of the candle. So price open around here, whatever the number it was, whether it's like 1 minute or 5 minutes, but the price opens here and price went up and closed here. Whereas in the bearish candle, this is your opening and this is your closing. That means the price opened higher and closed lower, whereas in the bullish candle, price opened lower and closed higher. Okay, this is the low of the candle and this is the high of the candle. Same here, this is the high and this is the low of the candle, right? So only difference between the bullish and bearish, where does it open? If it's bearish, it opens on the top and closes below, whereas in the bullish, it's open below and close high. Okay, that's why, because it's when the price goes up, that means there were many buyers in the candle. When the price close lower, that means like there were many sellers in the candle. Okay, understood? Any question or concern so far? Very basic. Anybody has any question or concern? Nope. Okay, if you have any question or concern and if you think that I'm going too fast, please let me know. Okay, now how this candle help us to find out where it happens. So for that one, you need to see what kind of candle formed on the support and the resistance level. When I see this candle, what I mean by this candle is like, say, price open around this level. Okay, let me just cancel. So price open here. Sometime in that candle, the price went down, but the buyers came in, pushed the price higher, and the price closed here. This is the story of this candle. Okay, in this candle, price open here, it must have went up, but the seller were like so much into the bringing the price down, it brought the price down. So price open here, it went up, then the sellers came bring down the price, and then some buyers came up, or like they did the short covering, and the price is able to close it here. So that's the bearish candle. How we can use this candle? So there are the certain names for the candles, which you guys will be knowing it. Like there are like a doji, there is a hammer, there is Marubuza, those kind of candle name. You don't need to remember the candle name. The only way you can see who is only way you need to know is who is in charge of the candle. What I mean is like who is more powerful in that particular candle. Okay, so for an example, if I don't have this wick and if I have this wick long, let me just take this off RSI, I don't need it. Okay, so I'm talking about the bearish candle. This is big body, but you have the big wick. Who is in the power? Who is in the controlling this candle? Bulls or the bear? Anybody wants to get an answer? Who is in control of this candle?
I think bulls.
Okay, yeah, bulls, yeah, that's true. And if the stick is here, who is in control?
Bearish.
Bear.
It is there.
Yeah, bears are in
Yeah.
control. And who is in control in the green candle?
It is bearish. Oh no, it is
This candle. The green candle. Who is in control? Bulls or the bear?
Bear.
Neutral.
No, bearish.
This is bears are in control. Yeah, that's good. Now, who is in control here?
Again, it's bulls.
Both candles or just one candle? Who is in control in the red candle and who is controlling this green candle? Who is in control?
Hmm. Both are bulls.
Both are bulls. Yeah, right. Right. Both are bulls. Okay, good. Why? If you interpret this candle, you can say like the bull, like a green candle. The price open here, somewhere the price went down, then the bulls came in again and took the price up and able to close it here. That's why the bulls are in control. Here, the price open here, price went down, but then the bulls came in and they managed to close it higher because this was too low. Whenever you see this wick, right, or the shadow, this will determine who is in control. If you have the big shadow here and the tiny bit here, that means like bulls are coming in the power, bears are not in power. Same here, bulls are in power because there is like less bears are in the particular candle. Okay, understood everybody? Okay, now let's see if you want to see who is in power in this candle. Who is in power? This red candle, who is in power?
The bears.
Yes. And who is in the power of the green candle?
Bulls.
Bulls are the power. Why? Because the opening and the closing, this opening was the high. This is the opening, right? And this is the high of the candle, and this is the low of the candle, as well as the closing of the candle. And this is the opening as well as the high. Here is the high, is your closing, and it's your opening, is your low. So that's why like the there is no bear in this candle. Why? Because the price open here, and it went up directly. There is no wick or anything. So this is very powerful candle. Why? Because there are less bear, like there is no bear in this green candle, and there are no bulls in this candle. Of course, there will be selling and buying, but mostly the bulls are in control of this particular candle. Okay. Now, so this is the basic about the candles. Now let's see the names and how you can identify those candles and what you can expect next after the candle. Okay, let me share my screen about my presentation. Okay, so now there are different kind of name: the hammer or the inverted hammer, piercing, engulfing, bullish or bearish Arami, or the doji, and those are the pictures. Okay, those are the pictures for the candle. Okay, okay. Here, this is hammer, this is piercing, this is engulfing, this is bullish Arami, and this is doji. When it does the hammer, if you see there is a long wick on the bottom, that means bulls are coming into the control. When you see the piercing line, that means like there is a bearish candle with the red candle, and the green candle is at least cutting up almost 50% of the previous candle. That means like it's piercing the bears. Okay, this is engulfing bull. That means like there is a small red candles and the engulfing candle from the green candle. That means like bulls are taking over control from the bears. Bullish harami and the bearish harami. Harami is the Japanese word for the pregnant lady. So whenever you have the big bearish candle and there is a tiny bit like bullish or a bearish candle inside just after that one, that means the trend is going to change. And this is doji. That means it's indecision candle, and that means that nobody is in control, whether it's a bull or the bear. That means the trend might change after this candle. Okay, maybe after 1 or 2 candles after this doji. So let's see on those candles on the chart, but we will understand the logic behind it. And by looking at the candle, you will understand what kind of candle it is. Okay. So let me just go back to the chart again, and I will show you very easily. So it will be very easy for you to remember. Okay. And when you don't have the wick up or down, this is called Marabuzo. This is very powerful, strong candle. Okay. So now this is bear. And I'm gonna put it this one here. Sorry. And I'm gonna do one thing. Which candle is this one?
It's bearish hammer.
Bearish hammer. Okay. Now, which candle is this one?
Bullish hammer.
Bullish hammer. Yeah. Don't worry about the color, right? When it comes to those candles, don't worry about the color. If this candle is formed on the bottom, like the resist, like a support area, and the next candle closes above the high of this candle, that means the trend is changing. Okay. Now this is that one. Now here, this one is here. This is a big candle, and I'm gonna say, which candle is this one? The green one.
It's bullish something
Harami.
harami.
Yeah, bullish Harami, pregnant lady, right? Bullish Harami, right? Because this is a big fat candle and the body. So remember, this candle, it has to be small. Why? Remember the pregnant lady, the baby is always small, right? Then the mother. So this is the mother, this is the baby, right? So that's why you will remember this one. Now, if this candle is like this, I'm gonna do this one. Which candle is this one? Like the
It's
green candle.
piercing something.
Which one?
Pierce. what you
Piercing.
say.
Yeah, piercing. Why? If you see, these are the bears, and the bulls are piercing the like the territories of the bears. And this closed above the 50%. This is the big candle. The 50% of this candle is like suppose about here, and it's closing above the 50% of the previous candle. That means the bulls are piercing into the bear's territory, right? So now let me see. Okay. Now I'm gonna like see, like I'm trying to remind you, like very easily you don't have to like remember the name, but you can say who is in control. Now, who is in control here? Like, what's the name of this candle? This candle, red candle. What's the
Bull
name?
is I think bearish.
It's a bearish,
And
bearish piercing.
yep.
Bearish piercing. Why? Because the trend was uptrend, and this came is piercing. That means the next, if the next candle breaks the low of this candle, that means you can go take a short position. Okay, and this will be your uh, stop loss. Okay, above this one is your stop loss. Right now, let's see. You got the bearish, bullish, Harami. Now let's see the doji. Right. Do you guys understand like the very easily, like the way I'm trying to explain? If you have any questions, just ask me. Okay, I'm not asking you to remember the name, but I'm just trying to put an idea into your brain that who is in the control. Okay, who is in control in this candle?
No one.
No one.
It's doji.
It's a doji. Okay. Who is in control of this candle? Who is in control? Anybody?
Little bit bearish.
Okay. Let me just change the color. Okay. Let me just change the color. Who is in control?
It's bullish.
Now, whenever you see the big wick and the tiny like a bullish or the bearish, it's still a doji. Okay. It's still a doji. Why? Because there is only little bit of chance that the price closed little bit higher than the open, like little bit, it closed little bit higher than the opening. Okay, that's why it's still a doji, whether it's a red or the blue or red or the green, it doesn't matter. Okay, now let's see, you got those one. Let's see this candle. I want to look at the green candle. which is this candle. Which is this green candle? What's the name? Do you want to give the name?
Hammer.
It's an inverted hammer, right?
Yeah.
It's inverted hammer. People will say shooting star and those, like, like evening star and those kind of stuff. But there is a morning star, the evening star. You don't have to remember the name. Okay, trust me, you don't have to remember the name. Only thing you need to know what happens the next. Okay, now we kind of covered all the candles. Let's find them on our chart and see whether we can find it or not. Okay, I'm gonna put on 5 minutes chart for the Tesla is here now, and we're gonna see how those things change. Okay, before we go here, this candle, if it appears anywhere, it doesn't give weightage. But if this candle appears at important level, whether it's like a moving averages, exponential moving averages, at the support or the resistance, that's where it has the most value. If it comes in like in the trend, it doesn't have much value. But when it comes to the like support or the resistance, that's where it has the most value. Okay, so now let's see the Tesla here. Okay, now anybody can tell me here what candle is this one? Doji. Okay, now the next question I'm going to ask is, where does it appear? Because nobody knows this right side, right? Up to here, if I want to draw the trend line, can I draw the trend line like this? Just kind of very easily. Can I draw the trend line like this? Or the horizontal line if I want to draw? Like this is trend line. Let's just draw horizontal line. Can I draw my horizontal like this? Can I?
Yeah, I think yes.
Yeah, right. I can do it. Now, another question I'm going to ask to you is, when I draw this trend line, does this doji came into the important support level? Does it?
Yeah, it hit the support level and then came back. Yep.
Yeah. So that means like it has a value. It is very
Yeah.
important because the trend was downtrend and then it went uptrend. At least it retraced almost 0.80%. Okay. Now that one is good. Now let's see this candle here. This candle. Okay. This candle. And you can see the red candle as well if you want to. Like you can, at least this entire area is pretty beautiful. Like just focus on these 3 candles. Okay, I'm gonna remove that one as well. So let's focus on these 3 candles. Okay, now if you see here, and this is a hammer too, like not a hammer, but it's kind of bullish candle. So we're gonna come and why say we didn't go take the trend, why the price didn't go higher. We're gonna discuss about this one here. Okay, so now during this time, what you see here, here, and even here, even these 2, what you see here?
Resistance.
Resistance, but you can say as a price rejection. Whenever you have the big wick, that means the price rejected it to go for, it rejected to go further higher. Okay, so high was almost like 628, and then price did not go higher, even though if you see here, it's kind of made the bullish candle here, right? If you see here, as per the hammer, it kind of close to the hammer. It's not a hammer, but it's close to the hammer, like a bullish hammer. What is bullish hammer? Like you have the big body, like the small body, and the big wick, which is on the bottom, kinda. But the price didn't go higher than this one. Why? Because if you see the next candle after this one, they did this candle, like there is no candle which gives a closing above this candle. Like this was the high. The price went up, but there wasn't any candle which give closing above this candle. Okay, that's why this candle is not that bullish candle. Again, it came on uptrend If this candle gave closing above here, that means it's continuation trend. But when you see those kind of candle, when you see the continuous price rejection for how many minutes? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That about 40 minutes. The price rejected this area. And if you see this area, there should be some, if you go on the left, there should be some resistance here. Let's see, let's find that resistance, okay? I'm not going for the down on the other side, but I'm gonna just draw this horizontal line around this area, right? So now let's go on your left, okay? Let's go on your left and see there is resistance here anywhere and where the resistance came from, okay? Now, if you see here, I draw only on, I never checked on this one, just checked it with you. Now, do you see the price was rejected earlier so many times here, and the price was supporting here. Let's go further down. Let's check it on the 1 hour time frame so we can find it faster, okay? We can find that easily. Look at this one, right? Price went down, went up, got the rejection here. It was taking a support here. Let's see. It was taking a support here earlier. There was a breakdown, false breakout. There's a breakdown there, and there is a resistance here. Support. This is supporting. If you see, there's a breakdown. This is like a breakout. This is the support. This is support here, right? So this is support. This is support. If I go to the 4 hour, it will have better support. So what I mean by this one is, when the price is taking rejections on certain area, it didn't take the resistance because it wanted to. It took the resistance because it had a resistance previously. And if you see here, there is a big gap down here too. There was a big gap. The price was here. It gave like it kept down after the hours, and then the price went up, took the resistance here earlier, took the resistance, tried and failed. And after that, what happened? Because it couldn't go further down, if you see, it was a downtrend. So now the price is trying to kind of go into consolidations, but you see, it wasn't coming close to this level. It started coming close to that level, like this is like 625 and this is 628. So it started to coming that level. Now it's coming close to this level. And if you see here, the last candle gave a good breakout. Why? Because it's a bullish. Who is in control of this candle? This is bullish, but like, do you see any bear in this candle? I'm just gonna make it larger, whatever. Do you see any wick on the bottom? No, right? There is no wick on the bottom. And can anybody tell me the name of this candle? Can anybody tell me the name?
One is bullish harami.
This one is the
Harami.
bullish Arami. This is bullish Arami, yeah. And
Yeah.
what's the name of this one? Marabuzo. They say Marabuzo, but you don't have to remember. That's fine. But like, if you see, there is no wick on the bottom. There is a hardly small wick on the top. So that's Marabuzo. And this is very powerful candle. Very powerful candle, right? And it came and gave closing just at the 630 level, which is very important level. If you remember in the group, I told you that is very important. 630 level is very important level, right? So now, and if you see this bullish Harami, where it came close to the support area, right? It came close to the support area, right? Okay, now, so, and the people will like ask me like here, like this area, which candle is this one? The red candle. Which is the red candle? Anybody?
Which red candle? There
This
are
one, this one.
this
Sorry. Oh, okay, let me just kind of take that extra stuff out. Yeah. This candle. Red candle.
This is red bara.
Red bullish, red bearish harami.
Yeah.
Red bearish harami, right? And why the price didn't go? It's supposed to go down, right? The price supposed to go down after this one. Why didn't go? Because in order to for you to take a trend, you have to wait for this one to break. Okay, this area has to break in order to for you to take a trend. And if you are bullish in the Tesla, you have to wait until this level is broken. Okay, this is the 5-minute candle. Okay, this level is broken. Why? Because this is the high of the previous candle. Okay, now
When you say broken, does it have to close above it?
yeah, you have to give closing above it. Closing, not this week. Okay, week doesn't mean always important. Give an important for a closing, not the week, because sometimes week is like so big, and the price closes like here, right? So closing is more important than anything else. Okay, not the opening. Closing is very important.
So, quick question: when you're drawing the trend lines, do you always include the wicks, or do you sometimes just go for the bars? The solid bars?
Sometimes go for the bar, sometimes you include the wick. Try to get more candle into the your trend line or the horizontal line. Try to get more information. If you don't know how to use those one, just go to the line chart and do the drawing accordingly. Very
I
easy
see.
to find out. Very easy. And then just what you have to do it, just adjust it. Okay, you just have to
Right,
adjust it,
right.
nothing else. Okay, if say for the example this one, I can just kind of I just kind of put it like here for an example. Here, if you see here, I kind of match it exactly at the same time, right? And then I'll go
Mhm.
to the candle. Sorry, this is not candle. This one, yeah. This is the candle. Now I have that at least 3 candles coming. So what I can do, I can kind of give closing and adjust myself or through the supply zone. This is your like supply zone. Sorry, this is your like demand zone because people are asking at this price. So this is your demand zone. And when you draw it on the top, it will be your supply zone. Okay. So now makes it easier. Now let's look for a couple more candles. Okay. A couple more candles. Okay. Here. Let's see what this candle is. There are 2 candles actually here. You can say 2 different candles. Actually, this one. Can anybody tell me the name for this candle? If you see, this is, yeah, go ahead.
It's bullish piercing.
No, this is red, right? Not a piercing. It's coming from the top,
Yeah.
right? Left is already happened. We are looking at this candle because we don't know what's happened on the right. We are looking. This is the left. We don't have any information about the right. We just have the information about the left. So whatever gonna happen on the right will give idea from this left. We have to predict from the here. So if you see here is a piercing. Now, if it's piercing, that means there should be some resistance area here, right? If I draw the resistance area here, let's see, probably put some horizontal line here. Now let's see here if we can find some resistance area. Okay, that resistance area is from the trend line. And why? I'm just gonna draw 1 hour chart. Where we're here, we were here, I think somewhere. Yeah, we were here somewhere, right? Because there is some. So if you see this area is a resistance, getting resistance from this area. If I wanna draw the trend line, because this is the support here. This was the support, breakdown happen. This is the resistance and the resistance. So probably like make it nicer. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Okay, so because the where we are doing the 5 minutes, what we need to do, we need an adjustment, right? We need an adjustment. Let me make it smaller. If we are adjusting, I'm just gonna remove this one. I'm not gonna remove, just gonna highlight. So I don't wanna remove. If you see here, there is some resistance on this area from here. Why? Because when you draw the trend line from for the 5 minutes, it has a more noise, whereas the 15 minute it does have like less noise. So why this trend line? Because if you see here, whenever you have like 1 week attached, price rejected, tried again, price rejected, price went again, rejected, price went again, rejected, again went up, rejected. And if you see, if I further down here, okay, so tomorrow the 636 level is very important for Tesla because it might get the rejections from this trend line 635. Okay, this will be like very important level. And at the same time, this was the high, so it just kind of broke it. So 635, it might come back here and then it bounce. Okay, so the price gonna go probably like here, come back and then go up, or just come down. Nobody knows. Okay, but this is the predict. This is how the price gonna react tomorrow, or it might just open above here. That means it's bullish. Okay, we don't know. I haven't checked the anything on the left, but just I'm assuming from this trend line. Okay, so now if you see here, let's see if you can find out some more candles. So this is bearish candle, if you see here, and what happened to the price. This is like a bearish candle which has the price rejection. This is like a inverted hammer, you can say this is inverted hammer. This is doji. Okay, this is still a doji. This is also bullish, but this is doji. And if you see here, the price was kind of coming rejections. There is a piercing as well earlier, so you shouldn't be going long before this candle give the closing. And if you see the breakdown, this candle gave the breakdown above the high of the day, because this was the high of the day, and it gives the breakdown with those all this resistance, like those small resistance was created here. It gave closing above it, and after that one, price rallied from here to up to here, which is almost 2.5%, right? And this is Marabuza at the same time. This is an important level, because again, remember, we don't know what happened on this left side, like this right side. We are just predicting everything from here. At this day, like at 10:25, this was the high of the day. Okay, this was the high of the day, and after that one, the breakdown, like the breakout happened with the big bullish candle, which is also a Marabuzo candle. It also gave the breakdown that this area, which was kind of holding, this was a price rejection, price rejection, price rejection, price rejection. It was kind of giving the price rejection. So at the same time, if you see here, this was the low of the day at the time. You got this piercing candle, then this candle gave the breakdown of this candle. It also break the high of the day. That means the price is bullish. So if you are getting here, like anywhere, like either this candle or this candle, you can go long. Understood? And this will be your stop loss if you are doing day trading. Or if you are like a very conservative, put the stop loss here. Okay, any question or concern so far? No. Okay, yeah, I think everybody understood. Now, so now let's move on to the different candle. If we can find some candles, let's look for bullish candle. Any bullish candle. This is bullish, but it's not a great bullish example for me to give it to you guys. This is bullish, but no, I don't want those. Like I really need good bullish example where you will have good understanding. Okay, nope. I wanna. Okay, yeah. This is probably a good example. No. Yeah, these are like good examples. If you wanna see here, this is a good example. This is a good example of the bullish hammer. Why? Because the price was coming down. It was probably the low of the day, and it price went up. It is usually actually is the retracement of the big trend. Big trend is like a falling down, so it is just a retracement. So you can at least capture those movement if you want to, which is like 2%. But this is the bigger trend, and if you see the bigger trend is from started with here, price came close to it, did not close the high, and then the price fell. Right, the price came over here like fall, some retracement happened, which is probably about the 50% or 60% of the retracement of the day, and then the price fell and it was continuous on downtrend. So whatever you are seeing this price, like this one or this one, is your retracement of the big trend. And remember guys, price doesn't fall like this unless it's the Chinese stock or the penny stock. Price always goes up like this in a trend, and the price is falling like this. Okay, all the time it goes up, retrace, up and retrace, and up and retrace. Okay, so that's why this is like the trend was a downtrend, and whatever you are seeing is the retracement. If you remember, when I was showing the day chart for the like a Tesla, this was the pattern. If you remember, anybody remember that pattern? The price was here going up and down. Anybody remember that chart when I started? The Tesla was making this one. I'm gonna show you here. Okay, do you see any trend here? Price is kind of coming down, going up, and so it's just a matter of time, and the price gonna go fall down. Do you understand, everybody?
How can you tell how high it's going to go, that bounce?
Sorry.
How can you tell where that bounce is going to go?
Yeah, the reason being is like whenever the what I said, price not gonna go fall like this. Price gonna go fall like this. And usually when you have the big trend like this one, let's see I'm gonna just we haven't talked about the retracement, but if you see this, the price is kind of retracing. So the 50%, so the price, if it has to fall down, it will fall from here. I'm gonna give you the level for the Tesla. Okay, this is the like a high probability area, and this is the like last chance. Okay, and this one is 7. Okay, now I'm just gonna remove this free retracement. So this is like a trend, and this is the retracement. The trend, original trend, is a downtrend. This is the retracement, and this is like 0.38 level. So if the price, if you remember, I was saying 635 earlier, 635, 636, and this is very important level as well, because this is 0.38 level for the Tesla. If this one comes after 668, it might fall. Why? Because the pattern, the one which is forming, is a peanut pattern, just like this one, the peanut. The price is going like this, and this is the actual trend like this, and trend. This is the trend for Tesla. So you just need to one breakdown, and once the breakdown is happen, then it will go faster. Once this breakdown happens, it will go a little bit faster than usual. Okay, because this is the peanut vertical pattern, And in those pattern, the price always do retrace and go down. If it's on the uptrend, I'm gonna show you the same uptrend for the Tesla, and then you will understand here. If you see here, remember, whenever the chart, like the pattern, is going like up and retracing down, then high possibilities to break it up. Whenever the price is going down and when it's retracing like a channel upwards, the chances of it to break it down is very high. Okay, so if I show you here, this is the big trend. The price kind of retraced and then went up. Price retraced, went up. Price retraced, went up. Retraced up, retraced up, retraced and up. Do you see the pattern? Now let's see here the downtrend. What happened in the downtrend? Up to here, like the price went up, is kind of breaking those, always breaking those trend line. This is the like small trend line, and now the price broke the trend line. Now this trend line is broken. Now if you see, this trend line is broke, price went up. This was the high, and let's see, price went up, broke the trend line. This is also a good pattern. Let me kind of remove everything. So here, this is kind of good pattern as well. This is like an M pattern, if you see, right? So usually, like, how much is that? 10% correction, which is almost done. 10%, 20%. So now it's just going up to retrace and then it will fall. So what I mean by this one, like, always remember what kind of pattern they are making, where is your resistance, and where is the where is your support area. And if you see here, this is the daily time frame, and even on the daily time frame, this area, if you see this area, I'm gonna ask you to focus on this area. You will see the price is not making like a bigger, like a higher highs. Okay, it's the small candles. Whenever you see these kind of small candles, that means there is something going on. And entire 1 month, the price was not making any higher highs. When we see the trend line, or like the how to identify the trend, you will see whenever, like, there are 4 stages for the 4 stages of the any cycle. So this is called a distribution phase. Okay, so in those phase, the big money are offloading their positions. Okay, that means like they are getting rid of the stocks, and we as a retailer get into the stock. So those things you need to remember. It happened on the Nikola, like a Neo, Plug, Lee, whatever the name you say, like the big name which went up. It happened in all the cases, right? So always remember this phase. Now let's see and find some more candles. Okay, if we can find some candles, that would be great. Here, if you see, anybody wants to take a guess what kind of candle you will see? This one, these two. Okay, these two, 1 and 2. What is the candle?
Is that piercing?
Piercing candle. Yeah, this is piercing. This is more of a piercing as well, right? This is piercing on a bearish side. If you see, let me see Apple. Let's check it out. Apple. Anybody has any stock, like a good one, where they want to get example? I don't want you to feel like that I'm just giving an example which I know. Just give me like any stock and I'll give the example. For me, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now,
NVIDIA.
which one?
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA.
Yep.
NVIDIA, I gave the call like 2 weeks ago, right? If you remember. Anybody? Okay, this is NVIDIA. What is NVIDIA? Okay, let's see on NVIDIA what it says. Now, if you see here, this one is not a kind of pure piercing, but see here. This is kind of, you can say piercing. This is like a doji. And after this one, because it was taking a support, the price went up. Here, if you see here, this is more of a bearish harami kind of candle it kind of created, and then after that the price went down, and this price going up here. And now if you see, this is kind of not making a higher highs. If you see here, this is not making a higher highs. It has to go, if it goes above here, you would say the price gonna change down, but price is already up like from 543 to 629 or 614, 639, within like $80 up in like within 5 days, and it's not making higher highs. And this is a good area of resistance. Okay, let's go on a higher time frame, and I don't want to go to the lower time frame. Okay, so now if you see here, this is kind of making the pattern as well. This is on a monthly basis, so this is very powerful pattern. If you want to hold the NVDA, which is 200% up, so now $200 from here, $200 from here. If you hold NVDA for a year, you will see $800 to $900 level within a year. Okay, within like next 2022, next year is 2022. Yeah, so 2022 December, you will say $1,000. Even if they're splitting, if you combine together, you will say $1,000. Okay, why? Because this is very powerful pattern. It's kind of gave the breakout, this making higher. This is still a bullish candle, so you will see the $900,000 next year coming for the NVDA. Okay, because like if you see it, this is like a good pattern. It has to break this one. Okay, on a weekly, you need a closing above 635. Remember, guys. Okay, because otherwise it will be like still a distribution phase. It will be termed into the distribution phase. You never know, this guy's gonna read off the stocks. You need, okay, daily, yeah, you need a closing above this 640. What was the monthly level? Yeah, 648. You need a closing above 648, or at least give the closing tomorrow above 635. At least 635 closing you need it in order to. And month is ending when? Sorry, month is ending on next week, right? Oh, this Monday is holiday, so we cannot count that one. And the 1st June is on. Yeah, so tomorrow we need the closing above 636 in order to be a bullish in the NVDA. Okay, and if this is monthly candle, which is very powerful. Okay, now let's see here. Let's find some candles here. Okay, that's the prediction for the NVDA. Let's see here. Okay, if you see here, this is bullish piercing, and this is bullish bearish harami, right? Can I say this is bearish harami? Right, you can enter here or here, and the price kind of from 536 to you can 509. This is very good when you are doing the what you call the swing trading. And this is also, you can, somebody will argue that this is also bearish harami, but it's failed. Why? Because the price didn't give closing. You need a closing below it, right? That's why I said closing is more important. It didn't give the closing below it. That's why it's not important. Okay, and if you see here, this is like a more of a doji, and this was like more resistance area. the price gave the closing below that resistance area, and what happened after that one, the price fell down, and after that the price went up here because there was a pattern here. Sorry, there is a pattern here which is kind of more of a bullish or a bullish piercing, and here when you have this doji, the next candle was up above the doji and the price went up. You can stop here. Now if you see here, this is bearish harami here. The next day price gave closing below here and the price fell down. You will have the bullish piercing. This is your like stop loss here. Anyways, it went up, came down, didn't hit your stop loss, and the price went up. Now if you see here, there is an important resistance area here. Anyways, the price gave closing below here, so you will see the price coming down to fill this gap probably tomorrow or the next week, right? Because this price is coming here. So if you want to get in, you buy at above 632 or like ideally 635. If the price closing, then for the long term. Otherwise, the price gonna come down here. You will see the $590 level probably tomorrow or next week sometime. Okay, any question or concern? And I'm just saying based on the candlestick, I don't have any indicator yet. When you put the moving averages and everything, it will give better idea. But from the like from the candlestick, we can talk about this issue, this scenario. Okay, why? Because this is doji, okay, the closing below the doji, like, so this is very good scenario. I'm not surprised if the price for the NVDA falls tomorrow. Okay, and if you remember, somebody was giving, like when Citibank or somebody gave the $700 target or like 740 target, that means the price gonna fall. Why? Because they will get rid of the retailer will go in and the big companies will get out from the this kind of they will offload their positions. And then when the price falls, they will buy it back. Okay, any question or concern so far? Nope. If you don't, then I'll just move on. Okay, okay, yeah, everybody like very studious. Either they understood everything or they didn't understand anything. So which kind of categories you guys are? Like, we are only 6 people, if I count me, 7 people. So if you're not participating with the 7 people, that means like you're not gonna learn, trust me. Okay, ask the questions.
Okay, so I have few questions and I'm
Yeah.
really new to this.
Yeah,
So when you have these trend lines on the bottom, like that's just, it's daily closing, right? Whenever something closes on a daily basis, that just makes this line like
no,
that.
no. Okay, so this is the daily time frame, and I didn't have any trend line here. You won't see any trend line in any chart. Okay, you have to make it yourself. You go the like there is a here you will find the trend line on your TradingView software.
Mhm.
I kind of kept it here, and you have to manually draw it, or there is an indicator here as well. There is a trend line, I think, drawer. I don't use it, but I think trend line. Okay, let me see it. This is trend line, and if you see, it kind of draw the trend line for you.
I see.
Okay, but if you see here, when I see the trend line, let me just kind of go to the inputs, style, default. So I cannot change the color or anything here, but it gave the kind of trend line. If you see here, that it has a trend line everywhere. Right?
Mhm.
Trend line here, trend line here. But if you see here, that this is here, this making new trend line. So what is doing is kind of connecting the dots with the, like, you know, the lower highs, and then it's making the whatever the way it's kind of using. I don't know. For me, I don't use it. You can use it if you want to, but for me, I usually go down and manually draw it like this one.
Okay, so when you're manually drawing it, the line below that, that's already there, like the 401.
Which one?
right?
This one?
Yeah, so
Those are the price.
where-
Those are the
that's
price.
the price.
Those
That's
are
the
the price.
price of closing, like closing average?
No,
like
no, no,
what
no,
are-
no, no, no.
or-
So when you see here,
Mhm,
I'm gonna like make it larger. So if you see here, this area, like I'm gonna draw the closing here, right? This is the closing. This is the low of the day, and this is the opening of the candle.
mm,
Okay,
mhm,
and this is the high of the candle, and this is the low of the candle,
mhm.
right? So if you see this candle, like this big, this red candle again, so this will be the high. So this is 606.53, right? And this is the low of the candle.
Mhm.
Sorry, closing of the candle. This is your low of the candle, and this is the high of the candle.
Okay, and that's only represents at a given moment, like
Yeah,
it's not a whole
given
day work.
this is for the whole day. Yeah, this is the
It is for
daily
the whole
time frame.
day.
Yeah, this is the daily time frame.
I see, I see.
Okay, this is the daily time frame. If I say 1 hour, that means what happened in the 1 hour. This was the high.
Mhm.
This was the opening. This is the closing. Sorry, this is the closing. This is the opening, and this was the low. And if you see here, the price kind of gave closing close to the day low of the day, closing close to the day of the day, like low of the day. So and this is Marabuza.
Sorry, what was 615? So your line is the 619, but then you see that line, the wick going all the way to
That's right.
615.
This one,
So,
this one,
no,
or this one?
more towards your left.
This
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So this 615
Okay,
line,
this is for the different day. This is for the
that's for a
different day.
different day.
This is
Oh,
for the
okay.
different day. Whenever you see those kind of like a blue, this is like a after hours. This is the pre-market. This is the actual white is the actual market hours.
I
This
see.
is the post like the market. This is the pre-market, and this is the actual market hours.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
okay.
I'm not bothered about this one. Okay, I'm not bothered about this one. And if you see here, like this was the low of the day. When in the first candle itself, it did not able to close in, like this is the higher time frame of 1 hour. It was not able to close above 623. Second time it tried, third time it tried, fourth time it tried, and it failed every time. And then when the price fell, gave closing 628 too, then it fell to the 619 at the closing. And this is Marabuzo. Tomorrow, chances for it, and this is like a support area too. Very good support area here, right? It broke the support area. You will see the 616 and 604 level for 608, 615, 68 level for NVIDIA tomorrow. Okay, if the price is gonna fall tomorrow, that will be your level for NVIDIA if you are closing. Because, and again, this is very range bound. The market is very range bound. It's kind of give the breakdown. Once it gives the breakdown, if the price gives the breakdown tomorrow, 15 minutes, if the 50-minute candle closes below the 619, go short tomorrow for NVIDIA. If you are like really want to go short, right? And I'm predicting, right? So I don't know anything what's going to happen tomorrow, but this is based on the chart. I'm saying I'm not, I never played the NVIDIA, but if you really want to play tomorrow NVIDIA, short below 619, you will get 615, and then you'll get 605 level tomorrow. If 615 comes, 605 is very likely to come tomorrow. If not, higher, if it opens above 622, like 624, you will see 620, yeah, 624, you will get the resistance around 625 and then 628. So tomorrow if the price opens above 622, so then it will be like 625, 628 and 630, 630, 631 kind of level tomorrow if it opens higher, which is very unlikely. I don't know what's the price, current price for the NVIDIA. Is NVIDIA down? Anybody? What's the after hours for the NVDA? Anybody knows? Let me see. What's the NVDA says after hours? After hours is like $1 up, 621. So probably it will go fall down again tomorrow. No worries. Okay. Anybody has any question or concern tomorrow for anything what we learned so far?
So yeah, I just had a question about the in general when you're looking at these. I know you're switching between time frames, right?
Yeah.
When do you prefer to use one over another? Say like the
Okay.
15, 4 hour, 1
Okay.
day, 1 hour, etc., etc.
Okay. So always remember, I'm gonna about to come on those one. The bigger the time frame, lesser the noise. Smaller the time frame, bigger the noise. Okay.
Okay.
Bigger the time frame, lesser the noise. Smaller the time frame, bigger the noise. So if you see, when you are doing for the day trading, what you want to do is you go to the 4-hour chart. Okay. Let me just kind of do the trend line at the same time and the resistance and the support level. If you see here in this 4-hour area, if I want to draw the trend line, can I draw this area here? Very minor area here, because this is where the price is taking rejection, right? Because it's not going able to high. That means there is a selling zone here, right? This is people are selling here. This is your
Right.
selling zone, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna now make it smaller. If I take this like a little bigger, does it kind of connect to the same earlier area as well? I didn't see this part, right? What did I do? I sit here. But if I knew this part, like say for an example, not from here, if I have drawn this area earlier here, because this is the left, I don't know anything about the right? The price did got rejected here, this area. Once it break up and then fall, and it kind of got the rejection here, and then it fell. So if I do this area, so do you think this is my very important resistance area?
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, it is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I draw here, okay, I'm just gonna try here, like kind of make it, this is my supply zone, that was my like supply zone, this is my demand zone. Can I see this area? And if I'm gonna extend here as well, I'm trying to make very small area, I'm not trying to make bigger area to cover very less candles. So can I see this is my good supply area, demand area, and this is my supply zone?
Yeah, I think that's a very fair assessment. Yeah.
Very fair, right?
Yeah.
Now if I do here like this area, the black, I'm gonna make it as a red so you can see it, and I'm gonna make it a little bit darker, right? So if you see here, can I make this one as my another support and the resistance area, this red line? Can I? Why? If you'll ask me why I can say that one, because the price took the support here, price took the support but it couldn't hold it, and then it fell down, it got rejection here, it took the support here for areas, and here it gave the complete breakout. How does the breakout happen? With the good power candle, right? Good power candle.
Right. Yeah. What's it called again? The starts with an M, right?
Which one?
The big green one.
Oh, this
The
one you can say Marabuzo if you want to say.
Marbuzo. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Right.
like,
Okay. Yeah.
but the candle itself is saying that I'm very bullish,
So,
right?
so typically, I mean, is it good rule of thumb, maybe 3 touches
Yeah,
on the
3 to
line?
4 touches. Yeah, 3 to 4 touches is very good. 3 to 4 touches is very good, right? So now everybody understood, right? So now I'm gonna talk about the resistance area and the support area. So this is my resistance area, this is my support area, and this is my resistance and the support area. This is my resistance area and this is support area as well. Why? What is support? What is support? Like a floor. Price doesn't go below that floor, right? And when you see the resistance is your ceiling, price doesn't go above the ceiling. But once the price is broken, the ceiling, now then this ceiling will be your support area. So here, if I want to explain those support and the resistance area, so the price is going here, right? It took this resistance because the price kind of stopping here. It gave the breakout, it went up, took the resistance, fall back, get out again and stop. So this area, which was the support resistance area earlier, now gonna act as a support area for the future price. So this support area, that this was the resistance area earlier, now it acting as a support here. Once this support is broken, and once the price fell, like this support area became your resistance. So price came here, this is your support, this is your support, and it break down, like it got breakout, this support area, like the resistance area, and then went up and took the resistance at this area. So the price high likely to fall to the 594 area, maybe tomorrow or the next week. Or if the price is bullish like this way, let me kind of put too much information. If the price is bullish from this area, and if this gives the breakout here, sorry, if it gives the breakout from that particular zone, and if it crosses this area, which is high 648 area, that means the new journey will start for the NVDA. Okay, so this is your resistance, this is your resistance, this is your resistance, which will become now next support for the next price movement. As of now, this is the resistance, but if the price goes up and hold it above this level, you can say this is now your new support area. So support and resistance will interchange when the price moves down. If the price is below the particular range, then it is a resistance. But once the price moves up after breaking it up, down, up that particular area, now that area will become your support area, right? So this is your support area. But if you remember in the past, it was the resistance for the price earlier. And if I go further down, this was a resistance area and the support area earlier, right? I'm just drawing it. Am I drawing new one? I'm not drawing new one. I'm just extending. I don't know the price, right? I'm just extending myself. How far you can go? Up to you. How far old data you want to conclude in your judgment. But what I'm trying to say is like most of the time, see, did I draw this one? No, it was already there. So now if you see here, once the price move up this area, let me see, put the resistance like this area here. I'm going to make it very large. If you see area, this is the resistance area, right? And the price never come up to that area. This was the high zone, like this is the new zone. So now this is your new support. This will act as a resistance area. And so price tomorrow might give a holding at 612. And if that 612 doesn't hold it, it will come to the 596. And that's coming for sure. Most of the cases, like 99% cases. So if
Okay,
the
so
price,
and
yeah, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, so in this case, you used a 4-hour chart, right?
Yes.
Why would you use, say, a 1 hour
Okay. So now,
or a two
okay.
hour? I'm just trying to figure
no,
out.
no, I'm gonna come on that one. I'm gonna come.
Oh,
So
you are okay. Sorry about that.
I'm coming on that one too. Why? So now what I said, bigger the time frame, lesser the noise. Okay. Now let's see
Yeah, right.
how this, we are not changing anything. We have this line,
Mhm.
everything. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Okay.
Mhm.
If you go on, see on the 1 hour chart, did you see that area kind of worked it as a resistance as well?
Mhm.
This line is kind of course, because this is the like bigger the noise, right?
Mhm.
Or the bigger the noise. This is the bigger the noise. So now you will see, but it's kind of coming closer. So now if you are like doing day trading, you just need to like move around,
Uh-huh.
play a little bit,
Mhm.
but you will be for sure will know this is like a good support or the resistance area, or you can just like like draw this line. So that means if you draw this big boxes, that means this is your no trading zone. You want the price to go either hold that area or close below that area.
So from your experience, right, when you're day trading, do you find that the resistance levels are more accurate on a 4-hour chart?
Yeah, if you are doing the day trading, all like I'm gonna give you like a kind of weird example. Who has the better experience, you, your dad, or your grandfather? Who has the better experience?
Depends on what.
No, like in the life experience, in the
Life
life,
experience.
in the life experience, not about the trading or anything.
Right,
In the life,
right.
in the life,
Yeah,
who has seen
right.
more around, like who has like better experience of the life in a
Yeah,
certain way?
grandfather. Right, grandfather. Right,
Who
right.
has it?
Grandfather. Right.
Grandfather, and
Mhm.
after that one, who has the like another good
The
experience?
father. The
Father, and
father.
then you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you can consider daily time frame when you are doing the day trading. Daily time frame or the 4-hour time frame, your grandfather.
Mhm.
1 hour is your father. You are 15 minutes or the 5 minutes or a 1 minute, because you are more
Mhm.
excited. Whereas your father and your dad are like less excited about everything because they have like
Mm.
lived through that area. So what I meant to say is like, because it has the less noise, you will consider them as a better support or the resistance area. Whereas if you see this 5 minute, let me see like a 5 minute chart, okay?
Mhm.
And if you see here, look, it's kind of going everywhere,
Mhm.
right? It's not giving you any trade. So once you know your area, like this is my support area, like, okay, I'm gonna say here. Once you know, this was, I kind of draw this one, right? But like put it down here. Sorry. Rectangular, yeah, here. If you see here, which I drew earlier, if I knew this is my resistance area, won't you be more alert when the price comes close to that area?
Yeah.
Won't you be more alert when the price give the rejections on that area, and at least you can get like 8.8% here?
Mhm. Mhm.
Even here, when it went to that area, the price fell, right?
Mhm.
Even here, when price went up, it fell down. Price went up, fell down. And if you see here, if you see this, if you know this area that it broke it, it kind of sustained. This is the 5 minute. It broke it, it sustained. That means let me go long and get my 2% here. But you knew it that there is some resistance here. If you knew it here, the price is kind of holding that level. Won't you be able to hold your trade and kind of go long,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Even here too, if you see here, right? If you need this area, this is where you're holding. And if you have the, say, if you bought it, if you are your stop loss here, won't you be able to hold your trade? Because this, you know it, this is your very strong support area,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So the when you go for the like 4 hour to an hourly and the 15-minute chart, that means you will have the better understanding because it has a less noise and it has the better picture than the 5 minutes or the 1 minute chart or the 10-minute chart.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's why you go from the bigger time frame to the smaller time frame.
Mhm.
Because entry, you're not going to take it for an hourly chart. You need to take an entry on the 5-minute chart.
Right. Right.
For me personally, I trust more on the 5 minutes than the 1 minute, and I prefer if you're like a blue chips company, go for the 5-minute chart, and then you can use the 15-minute chart to reconfirm for some moving averages and the key resistance level.
And what kind of trader are you personally?
I am a swing trader, more of.
Okay, you're a swing trader. Okay, so you're not like
I'm not a. I work, so I am not a full time like a day trader.
Right.
But I spend at least 3 to 4 hours learning
Mm.
all this chart. I spend like more time with the chart than with my
Mhm.
family as of now.
Got it. Okay.
And I do trade on the Indian market. Why? Because it's very cheap, and because it makes it very easy for me to kind of learn strategies on the Indian market and kind of practice. It's less costly when it comes
I
to
see.
the It's all about practice. Doesn't matter whether I practice in Indian market or anything. It's just more about practice,
Right.
right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
more of like I do day trade, but it's like more about like options. I don't do to stock. I just do options, and I'm not.
Oh, really?
I like the options because it's cheap. It's risky versus cheap.
And is it the same more or less, entrance exit strategy on options, right? More or less.
Options is the same. For me, I usually like if I now more of a focusing on SPY. I used to as well. So I go and check the level, but it will be like a 5-minute chart, right? So
Yeah.
I check the level, and if I like it, I buy it. If I don't like it, I sell it, right?
Got it.
So
Okay.
you just go in and out because it's better for me
Yeah.
because I don't have to pay more attention.
Right.
Okay, so everybody understood the horizontal line. How does it help? So this is your demand zone, this is your supply zone. That means supply zone is nothing but it's kind of giving in a what you call where the people are selling is your supply, and if people are buying is your demand. Okay, people are buying that area. This is your demand zone, this is your supply zone. If you don't know, this is your support and this is your resistance. Doesn't matter the way you want to say it, but this is zone. It's not one area. This is zone where is the support and resistance is the small line. So when you see this, when you have the bigger week, so many weeks, and you don't find and any particular point where the price is kind of reacting faster, you can see this is your zone, because this is like a price is going into like particular area. Like say for an example, if I can see here, so like if you see here, this is zone, right? If I see draw here, this is like a resistance and this is like a range bound market, right? So what you need to do on those range bound market, when you see this price is kind of raising, you either have to wait for it to go up or go it down, right? Either you have just to go up or down. So it like most of the time it works, sometimes it doesn't work. That's the part of the business. Okay, so anybody has any question or concern, then we're gonna go cut the trend line. Okay, anybody has any question? Yeah, go ahead.
Let's suppose if you have these trend lines and everything, and then what will, like, you look at the 5-minute window, then you see like, okay, now I have to buy or sell and do the stop losses
So
and anything.
so for an example, so like let's say for an example of for Tesla, right? Tesla, let's test Tesla, and I'm gonna go to the, let's go for our, let's do the prediction for the Tesla. Okay, let's go prediction for the Tesla. Now I want to draw the trend line. Can I draw the trend line here like this? Can I? It's kind of giving support and resistance. Okay, now can I draw the this is more of a supply here, and this is I'm doing 4 hours. So let's see, find the resistance here. Let's find the resistance. This is the resistance here. Why this is resistance? Because this can support. This is breaking down, and this is my another support. And if I extend this support area, probably here, this is kind of supporting. Yeah, this is supporting here as well. Let me go 1 hour chart. Now this is supporting area. This is good. I need some more area to find support because I'm doing day trade. So this is my new area to support. If I go further down, let me see. This is my good area. And trust me, once you kind of play with the chart, you will see the support areas and resistance area. Okay, well, I did 1 minute. Let me go 15 minute. 15 minute. Because I don't know about this one, so I need to focus on this one area, right? Do I know anything about this, right? No, I just only know left. And if you see here, when I did the 1 hour, 4 hour, did I draw this line? It kind of came close to. Guys, did you understand? Does it come close to the way I wanted to draw?
Yes.
Right? So what I need to do is, because now I'm doing day trading, I just need to readjust my line, right? Because this is more. If you see here, what did I do? This is the resistance, and I say closing. I need a closing. This area and this area is like more. I kind of ignore this week. Why? Because if I take that week, what I'm gonna do with this area? So this is not important for me. This is more important where the price is touching that area, where I get the more reaction. This is how I draw. Okay, you can draw the different way. Let's go look at the time line chart. Even the line chart, if you see this area is more connected, this area is away, but that's okay. This is here. Now after that one, I'm gonna do another trend line. Why? Because if you see here, the price went up, and broke down. So, and when I extend further down, I would have extended like this one. But why I did extend this one? How many support I'm getting? 1, 2, right? I'm getting passed through the 2 support area at least. If I go a little bit closer, I can get adjust a little bit here, get more area here, right? So now, if I'm doing 5-minute chart again, now, okay. So if you see here, when the price went up here, and at the same time, if you see here, price was kind of not making a higher highs. So you know this one, like, oh, this area is very important. So if you go further down, because this was an important area, it gave the closing. That's why we say like 635 is coming tomorrow, right? So did I predicted this one to go down? Yes, you once you draw this trend line, you can predict that line too. Does it make sense? Kinda? Or it's like went ahead of your head? And I can speak Hindi too. If you want to ask in Hindi, you can ask it. Okay. So does it make sense to you guys? The way I draw the trend line? Venkat, I think that was your question, right? Does it make sense to you?
50-50.
50-50. What you didn't understand? Like, ask me, because if you don't ask me, for me, it's very easy. Trust me. For me, it's very easy. Why? Because I spend so much time behind this charting, right? So for me, it's very easy. But if you don't ask me and just pretend that you know it, then it won't help you, because nobody taught me. Nobody told me how to draw the trend line, how I predict. I all learn by myself by watching the videos and other stuff. Okay.
So your
So
next price, sorry, so your next price prediction of 635 comes from your 5-minute chart, and then the other line, the 2 trend lines merging together to give you that high price?
so yeah, so for me, like, my price predictions doesn't come from just from the support and the resistance. Whenever I do my tukkas, I'm not sure anybody knows tukka. Whenever I are you any group where I give my tukkas? No.
Yeah, I am in
Yes.
his main
Okay.
group. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So have you look at the tukkas when I give the tukka? Have you kind of went and checked the tukka, or just took it as a granted? Okay, yeah, his levels are always good, or just take it as granted?
I have done neither actually. I'm so new to this, but
Okay.
I'm at work during daytime, so I can't really check much, but
Mhm.
I have seen you posting it. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else who has took the trade on the tukkas, or kind of checked on the tukkas?
Yeah, I want to check on the Tuka. And can you turn on the Amazon chart?
Amazon chart. Okay.
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 And show a 5-minute chart.
Yeah. Amazon. This is Amazon. This is 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What you want to do?
But yeah, here is no tukka.
So, like,
Yeah.
so what you want to do? I couldn't get it.
Yeah, actually, um, I was checking the chart 1 hour and 5 minutes and
Uh-huh.
15 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and I stopped to play like around 2 o'clock. So
Okay.
after 2 o'clock, it was looking weak.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you saying that about the tukka. So last session, I really I doesn't
Yeah.
know that
Yeah.
it's just dropped like crazy.
Yeah.
10 $15. Yeah. So can you explain about that last session?
Which last session?
Last
Regarding the
one,
last session?
last trading 20 minute session. So can you explain on that session? How
Okay, so
you
you missed out
explaining your
today.
wording?
You missed out today.
Yeah,
I
today,
thought.
today.
Okay.
Today.
So, oh, okay. No, no. Tukka was like what I mean by tukka. Like
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what? The price is falling. Amazon is kind of falling. Okay, because
Yeah.
if you see here, this is trend line, and this is also kind of. Holy, this is. If you wanna take a shot on the Amazon, you can, because this is like a hammer. Sorry, head and shoulder pattern. So what I mean by is this one, like whenever you are like, whenever I give the tukka is nothing but I check the resistance level, I check the moving averages, I take the bigger time frame, which is like a daily, weekly, or a 4 hourly, and then go to the smaller time frame, which is 5 minutes or the 50 minutes, and then find the resistance from those one, and then the tukka comes. Tukka doesn't come from the air. Okay, trust me, whenever I give tukka, it doesn't come from the air, it always comes from
I agree.
the starting, right? So whenever you're going giving like predicting the price, you go for the 4 hours. Whenever you see the 4 hour price, do the drawing like a support and the resistance area, then go to the 1 hour. When you go to the 1 hour chart, you will see this is kind of working, so you kind of adjust your price, do the further drawing like here, because this is very small area, do the drawing here further down. Now I have this one, this is like a taking good support here. Let me go and 15 minutes ask. Let's ask the 50 minute what's it saying. The 50 minutes chart is kind of showing bullish. At the same time, if you see here, I want to draw this level, so this is very important area as well. Now, so the price might come to the 326, 3226 is Amazon. What's the price for the Amazon now? Anybody knows? Let me see the price for the Amazon. Amazon, what's Amazon price? I don't know. Okay, AMZN, Amazon price. This is 3242 after this one. Okay, so the resistance, important resistance area will be this one. So 3257 area might come for the Amazon. Before that one, this is will be a very important area as well. So what might happen tomorrow? The price go to the 3245 and then fall back to the 3233. Might take the support. If not, then 3225 is coming tomorrow for Amazon. On the higher side, 3245 and the 3256. Once the 3256 is done, you can expect further up, which is 3270. And if 3270 comes up, you will see the 3295 probably next week. Okay, but if it's going further down, you will see the 323, 3225. Further down, if I go, this is 3214, and further down you will see 3198. And if the 3198 is broken, you will see 3186, and the last will be like 3168.
So
Okay.
basically your price predictions come in from the previous closing or previous highs and previous lows.
What I said, if you want to predict right side, you have to always ask on your left side.
That's right.
So this is my
You're
left
just
side.
going back and looking at what the previous highs and lows were, kind of making that line and
Yes,
predicting from that going forward.
yes, but then again, the moving averages comes in, the price actions. How does the trend line comes in? If I draw the trend
Yeah,
line like here, it doesn't make sense, right? So once you draw the trend
yeah.
line, once you know the
y-
pattern, then it comes
y-
like this. This pattern is comes here actually. This is
You
the
always count your backhand to up forward. You always check your 1 week trend, 1 day trend, as his give example father or grandfather like
yeah.
that. So yeah, you can check 1 week or 1 day or 1 month. You can check that the level of the
Mhm.
support and resistance, and when you can draw yourself too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will see that what is the support, what is the resistance, and we have to play between them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but my question is little different, not
Okay.
about the resistance and not about the support.
Mhm.
My question is that um, because everyone is not the old trader, and they all is no don't know about the option trade.
Mhm.
So yeah, so most of people, they are doing only
Yeah,
regular
yeah,
trading.
yeah. You
Regular.
like you can do the regular trading, and this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
system works
So
for
for the
everybody.
regular trading, they are not like expert, and they cannot judge on that basis, on that their previous chart. So yeah, so how they can watch, because they always watch like current situation, 3 minute or maybe 1 hour.
No.
So yeah,
So
how they can judge that the support or resistance?
so like how much time it took for me, like just in front of you, it took me just 5 minutes to find the support and resistance. And
Mhm.
is that like a nice one? No, it might not be, but at least you will know like bigger pictures, like how this gonna work. Okay,
Mhm.
so then you go further down. Whenever you're like taking any trade, you can just do this
Mhm.
one before taking a trade, and then decide where the
Mhm.
particular price is. Okay,
Mhm.
once you know the particular price is, like say for an example
Mhm.
326, if they, for an example, if the price is at 3245 tomorrow,
Mhm.
okay, if the price is open 3245, right, and I'm gonna go for the 5 minute chart. Okay, if the price opens tomorrow 3245 for example, and you know this one, this is like a good resistance area, what you need to do it, you just need to wait until the clay candle, 5 minute candle closing above the 3245 level, and then expect if you coming to the 3255 level or not. And if you are like waiting, just put your stop loss here like 3240, and then once you put it stop loss at 3240, you buy it at 3245, your target is 3255. So either two things can happen, either it will hit 3240 or 3255. That's it. Only two things can happen,
Hmm.
right?
So yeah, I can understand that, and but still I am checking one thing. Just I give you that for the particular reason what actually I'm saying that. Um, and can you explain with this with RSI and volume?
RSI
Because
we're gonna talk next time, because if I talk RSI, many people are newbie who doesn't understand anything. RSI I don't
yeah, actually, yeah.
RSI I don't take it as like a overbought oversold. I don't take it as a oversold overbought condition.
Yeah,
I
because
completely
some
use it.
people are confused. Sometimes they don't understand the and the sport and resistance level. So yeah, so RSI sometimes help in this kind of
RSI will be the
situation.
worst thing to learn if you don't understand the support and the resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, RSI will be the worst thing to learn, because support and the resistance are the prime for any market. When you just taking support resist like the trade because of the RSI is always lagging, and you will get the good like the false result in the RSI.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. But RSI with volume, when the volume is going to be dropped, so how they know that the
Okay.
volume going to drop?
Okay, like okay, volume is here. Okay,
Yeah.
volume is here for you.
So
Okay,
the
wait.
the explain with the volume, like they can learn
Okay.
with this red candle is
No, no, no.
dropping
Okay.
the volume.
No. You are taking volume as a completely different way. This is the volume. Okay, this is the big volume.
This is
What
a
ha-
big volume.
Yeah. What happened after that volume? Where did the price go? Price went
Mm,
up or the down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is going to be up, but no.
Why? Why? Because you're just focusing on the volume. Now, if you're not focusing on the volume, if you're focusing on the chart and the trend line, this is your trend line. If you remember earlier what I said, when the price is coming up, going down, like it's a retracement, and the price gonna fall. When the price falls, usually it comes and retrace the area, and then it falls.
Yeah.
This is the behavior of the price. What did I see? I didn't see anything. I don't need a volume as well. Yes, there are certain ways where you can see the volumes, but don't just take as a granted. What I mean is always look at the price action. What the price is telling you. This is the like very common for us to focus on the indicator when we are like new, but you once you will take to any trader in the world, they are more focused on this side rather than here, or any indicator. There are many traders, they don't even check indicator. For me, I only use couple of indicator, and that gives me an idea. Otherwise, I don't even look for the different indicator. I'm trying with the like seeing how does it work, but is always lacking. People like MACD. Let me see what RSI here. Okay, RSI. Let's see RSI. Okay, just to kind of give you RSI. Okay, now did RSI give you a signal that it want to fall? No, because RSI is like 50. How are you gonna know that price is gonna fall?
RSI.
But yeah, but if you know the price action, if you know this price action, like this price action, don't you expect this price once it broke this one, once you are seeing this kind of trend, don't you expect the price to fall down? And at the same time, if you know this is like a good resistance area, support area, what happened after this one is broken? At 3246, it gave to 3235. What time it came? Like 2:30 to 3 o'clock, within like last half an hour. But just by looking at the support and the resistance, just looking at the support and before that one, see, I'm gonna show you why I can see it, because I kind of play with the chart. This is like a resistance, like support area. This is one. What did I say earlier? If the price is going up, like sorry, if the price is kind of going like up, there are chances it will fall down. And if price is falling up, down, its chances are like going up. Right? So what happened here? What it did, it broke the trend line. So RSI was here. Okay, when you were like here, and then the price went. What is RSI? RSI is nothing but is the reflection of the price.
Is a reflection of the price. Yeah, I know.
So it's a lagging. It's very lagging, right? So once you know this price action, how the price is behaving.
Yeah, sometimes it's not match with that.
Yeah, that's why sometimes it's the divergence. That's why you need to
It's
RSI.
Yeah.
When you have the divergence, you can. But like, don't assume like it was 50. It wasn't even oversold.
That's my point. You clear it. That's my point. You clear it. So people are mostly they follow RSI. Some people are questioning. We follow the RSI. So RSI, they are now they knew it. The RSI sometimes confused it. So always based on the chart, always based on the support and the resistance. Now they understand actually what is the point of the RSI and
RSI is nothing. RSI is nothing.
Yeah.
It's just the giving you indications that what can happen. But it's not the based on that one you take the trend. You don't.
Even I confuse a lot of time.
No, like you don't need to now. You don't focus on the RSI. You can check it just to see Is there any discrepancy between the price and the momentum? That's the only time you check the RSI. Otherwise, you don't need even need to look at the RSI.
You're right.
You don't need to.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Continue.
Yeah. So now, where I was, okay. So just to kind of give an idea, see here, like this is probably like good area. This is price. So the price pattern went up, down, breakout. Right? This is the pattern. You don't have to remember the name. If you see here, price here, and then this is the channel, and then it break down. That once the channel is broke, it broke down. Right? This is channel, goes up. This is channel, broke down. This is channel, broke down. Why I'm saying this one? Because it's very easy to spot those lines. Okay, very easy. If you just kind of focus, you can easily find those trend. Okay, like here, price here, see, okay, here, and the price went up because this is the pattern, right? Does it make sense, everybody? Okay, now, so yeah, go ahead. Anybody? I thought somebody was asking.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
So that one where it broke up, what would be the entry? Because I mean, sometimes, yeah, I see the breakouts,
Okay,
but then
this is not clear, kind of a clear picture. Let me just kind of give the good apple where I can see the 5-minute chart. Okay, because this is very expensive chart. Okay, here, okay. Now let's talk about the entry and exit. Okay, now whenever you see the chart and say for an example this pattern, okay, you kind of found this pattern because you are like observing. Now whenever you see this area kind of break out particular channel, this is your entry point, this is your stop loss.
Mhm.
So your stop loss is how much? 45 cents, 42 cents. Sorry, is it 45? 42? We take it like 44, 45, 46, and if I take the whole candle, about 70 cents. So you should be getting 140. Okay, if you're putting 70 cents, you should be getting 140. Put it here to the 140. This should be your actual target. Okay, this should be your actual target, or usually 0.8 on a day trading. 0.8, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8 is here, which is here, and it did not achieve for the whole day. But if you go like how many, what was the percentage area? 67 cents. Let's see if we can get the 67 cents. 50, 60, almost here. At the end of the day, you got 75 cents, right? So that's your risk to reward ratio is 1:1. You're putting 67s on a line to get the 67. Okay, so what you can do, once you get the entry here, you can just, the price is going up, so bring your stop loss from here to here on a breakout, and when the price goes up, you can bring it like closer, like here you might have hit your stop loss here because you're bringing the stop loss as the price is going up. Okay, so now let's see good example for a swing trade. Let me say good example if I can get on the swing trade. Okay, so if you see here for a test, this is Apple, not Tesla, this is Apple. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna close this off. I don't need RSI as well. So Tesla is very dead stock. Like sorry, Tesla. The Apple is very dead. So if you see here on 1 hour time frame, whenever the price comes to that, like say 127 area, the price falls down for the Apple. So now what you can do next time, when the price comes to the 127 again, you wait for it to either break it down or give the signal that is kind of falling. This is like an hourly chart, and I'm gonna go 5-minute chart as well. Okay, so 5-minute chart.
Yeah, it looks like it just bounced off of resistance as well.
There's
Oh, sorry, support. Sorry, support.
bounce of the support and the rejection of the resistance. So
Mhm.
if you see here, the price kind of come close to your resistance area, and then you see the confirmation from here, then you can go short. Okay, let's see here. If you see here, the price kind of gave the rejection, it kind of gave closing, then you can go short. Kind of gave closing, you can go short. Gave rejection, big rejections, you can go short, because this was the resistance here yesterday. Gave the resistance, sorry, rejections, it was rejection, and the price closed here below the resistance. Now because you are doing the day trading, you need to know this is your resistance as well, right? Because this was the breakout earlier for the previous day. So now the price kind of break down, and if you see here, this was the low of the day, and this is your like kind of zone. So if you have, this was like more of a zone, because the price kind of bounced back so many times on that area. Once you got the rejection, either you can get entry here, or you can get the entry here and go short. You will get at least 1% or 2. You get 1% here. If you see here, the price was, and again, now this is the right side, so we have to go for the left. So this is the resistance area, and for before this one, this is, sorry, this will be your most, probably I will say, this will be your like resistance area. This is your like no trading zone. Why? Because price has bounced so many times on that particular area. So above this one, you go long, but your stop loss will be here. So in that day, your stop loss was broken, but you can get the re-entry and you get the short. So whatever you have lost here, you can get it back here. You know what I mean? Because according to our price action, once it broke the area, you go long, right? Right or no? You should be going long at that area. If you have gone long, right? If you have gone long, you can go long. And that area, if you see here, the so if you go long, this will be a stop loss, which is 35 cents. Or actually this will be your, not this one, this will be your actual stop loss. This is your stop loss actual, because you have to put it below that candle. So this is hit. So you, where did it hit? Did it hit? Yeah, it did hit here. So you lost about 70 cents. But you know that, okay, once this one is broken, which is the day low here, this is the day low. So you can get the new entry here, and you could lost 70 cents and you get back your $1. You know what I mean? Why?
Yeah.
Because it broke the day's low with the power candle. So you get entry here, at least entry here. At least you can get your money back. At least you can get your money back. And did I use anything fancy? No, I didn't use the fancy. I just used my support line. And if you have drawn this line earlier, and you know, kind of know that, okay, yeah, every time it bounce off those area, it kind of give me a rejection. Like it gave rejections is making lower highs. And again, before I kind of forget, let me show you. This is a horizontal line, so I'm gonna keep it. What's the price action is making? Right? Does it make the same? Does it make sense for me
Mhm.
to go short if I would know the pattern? Short it here,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Now you're getting why I'm not relying on any indicator. You don't have to, because this is the truth. Whatever you are seeing, this is the truth. Whatever you are seeing, everything else is not the truth. It's a product of the price. Right?
So which indicators do you use? I mean with charting.
Price action. Okay, CPR, which is the pivot, which is like support and resistance. I use EMA. I use MA.
Yeah, right.
I use Bollinger Band for the confirmations, and that's it. RSI sometimes just to see the find the divergence or the strength of the trend. Otherwise, I don't use many indicators.
And not so much volume either, huh?
Well, not much on the volume either. Volume, I'm trying to see how I can use the volume as well, but I don't use the volume as of now. I don't.
Mhm.
Because let's see here, volume. What does the volume says? I don't know. I haven't checked the volume. I have to place it. Volume is good, right? Volume is good. It's not like it's not good, but like if you see here, volume is so down, right? It doesn't give me like kind of good idea. Volume is not going up. It kind of gave the closing down further, but if you see here, the volume is dying down. Volume is good when you have the penny stock, right? Because you want to see how many people are participating. But these are the big stocks. Like each candle has like how many? 32,000. 5 minute has like 32,000 share has traded in like 5 minutes, right? So it's a big volume. Anyways, those kind of very liquid stock, very liquid stock. But for me, I don't use it much of a volume. True frank, I don't use much of volume. I just focusing on my trend line. Like this is my trend line, or like I will draw the horizontal line. Just practice it. You don't have to like perfect. Just practice it, and you will see. Okay, yeah, it's kind of reacting. This is broken, like this trend line, which I draw this trend line from here, right? And if you see that helped me out, what 125 to the 127, and this one kind of resistance broke it down. It took the support at the same time. It broke it, went up again, taking support. Took the support here, the earlier resistance line, and probably this one will look here. Holy, see, it kind of stopped there, right? And I took asked them from the left. I didn't ask the right. I had to ask left what it want to do. Okay, and like before this one, I forgot here. See here, this is like a head and shoulder pattern, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. This is the trend line. Once this is broken, this is the retracement. It goes down, right? So this is the price. I'm just following the price. This is the trend line. This is the neckline. This is the shoulder. This is the shoulder. Usually the shoulder, how does the shoulder looks like? This is the shoulder. This is the head. This is the shoulder. This is the neckline. Once this one is broken, it can do the retest and then it falls. Sometimes it kind of give false breakout. It goes up here and then fall. If you have put your stop loss here, you lose your stop loss, but you can get the re-entry here and get out. Sometimes you can get the entry here and go take this target from here to here. Usually the height of this shoulder, like 97 cents, so it will fall up to 97 cents. And let's see, does it fall for 97 cents? Let's see for the Apple right now. Apple here, this is your breakdown, which is here, like let's say bigger shoulder is like 50 cents. From here to here, 50 cents. It gave almost 150.
Yeah.
So if
Wow.
you if and like, do you need an indicator for this one? No, you just need the trend line. Trend line and the horizontal lines are your best friend in the market. And if you see here, this was the neckline, right? And I didn't trade, right? I didn't trade. But if you see here, it was a good support, and exactly at the same time, see here, the price was rejecting at the same area. So and this was like a range, right? It was on a range too at the same time. So you can
So-
get entry here. You can get
So
a
you're doing
here.
you're doing this on a 5-minute timeline, meaning
Yeah.
even during the day trading,
Yeah.
you still need to be charting to make sure you don't get off guard by something like Head and Shoulders, right? That develops.
So, but that's why, like, it depends on what is in like a market. AMC, let's say AMC, right, is in
Mhm.
market now. Let's see the AMC. Like, this is 5-minute. Okay,
Mhm, mhm.
like, I don't know if you're, like, say for an example, going AMC. I didn't trade it. So many volumes, right? Look at this volume. Only see 300 stocks, 300,000 stocks traded, and volume. How does it help? If you see here, selling, like buying, you have the big volume, right? And then when you sell it, like when the price is kind of making smaller candles, it has less volume, right? But when you have the big candles, it has a big volumes are coming. So if you are trading this one, let's see, AMC. I haven't traded. So if you see here, this pattern, this is M pattern. This is the neckline, right? The neckline was broken. No, this was the neckline. It wasn't broken. It took the support and it flied back. So now if you are entering here, you can enter here, put your stop loss somewhere here if you want to, and then write the trend. And so now this was the high at the time, right? This was the high of the trend. So this you put it down. So now when the price went up here, you can go, if you like, I won't suggest to go short on the AMC as of now because it's trending. But if you see here, it already made the doji. So if you are long, you can get out from that trade at this point. At this point, if you want to get out, you can get out from the trade.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
And here, like, it was $4, and let's see here is the trend. If you see here, it's just kind of following the same trend line.
Mhm.
See here, taking support, 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 support. It goes down. Let me kind of further extend further. And I'm not extending just for sake of extending. If you see here, my trend line is still touching. Okay, if it's not touching, I will kind of make adjustment and then go. Okay, so that means like it gave the broke out. And if you see here, this is a pin bar at the same level. That means if you want to go long, you can go long, but you don't know the next resistance area. So because this is 5-minute, let's go ask the resistance area here. If you see, and you won't trust me, one of the person, I told him, like, once it goes to the $14, it will go bullish. And I can, if you want, I can send you the what you call the screenshot. Why? And of course I didn't trade it. Okay, I don't trade all the stock. This is a good pattern, which is cup and handle pattern.
Mhm.
Why? So this is good cup and handle patterns, and this was like a good resistance area. Like, this is like a good resistance area here, and once it's kind of broken, if you see here, it gave the breakout with the, like, a gap up.
Mhm.
Gave the breakout with the gap up. So this was the big resistance area, right? Because it was a closing here.
So a gap up is usually extremely bullish,
It's
right?
usually bullish. Where there's a gap up is extremely bullish. And again, if let me just kind of remove everything here. Remove everything. See here, gap up. Now there is a price rejections on the top. Okay, when the price this is the rejection of the price 29.79 is the rejection as of now, right? But because this is a meme stock, so you cannot predict how far it can go, because this is a meme stock. And remember, if the stock decides to go up or down, it will not respect any support or the resistance or any trend line, any moving averages, nothing. Okay, I'm gonna show you the one chart. If you remember VCOM, something happened, somebody kind of offloaded their stock. VCOM, Vicom, right? It was Vicom or Discovery. It was Discovery, I think. Yeah, Discovery as well. Yeah, here. What kind of, look at this beautiful trend. Okay. Look at this beautiful trend. Can anybody predict the downfall at this area, this time? Look at the nice pool. Right? And then price was like $77. And within 3 days, it came to the $33. Can anybody predict those on when this is nice uptrend? What kind of support and the resistance will it will respect? It won't. It fell almost 50% within like how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Within 5 days. And how many days it took for it? From here, if you go 15 days, it took almost 49 days, which is almost 2 months or 2 months, 2.5 months to go up, and all it takes only 4 days to get out. Right? It
Yeah.
took 50 days and 5 days is done. So did it respect any support and resistance? Even if I put support here, even if I put support here, it won't respect because price had decided to fall. We are not the market maker. We are just the participant. The big money are the market maker. But if you know the charting a little bit, okay, if you know the charting, what this candle is? Anybody knows this candle?
Okay.
Bearish engulfing. This is bearish engulfing. Okay, and if you know charting, if you see this trend line, right? So if the price kind of fall, if you know, if the price falls up to here, you should have been get out at the time, because this was the warning for you, because price already kind of falls 7% after the bearish engulfing.
Mhm.
7% after the bearish engulfing. That means you need to get out. But people who would have, us we had done, we would have bought here because it's cheaper. Then we would have bought here, and they would have bought here. And what would have happened with us? We would have bought this area, and we'll buy at this area too. Do you see any sign of the price recovering here? No, this is
No.
just the short covering. Whatever the price you are seeing up is just the short covering, nothing else. So probably this is like a downtrend, right? Up, down, up, down, up. So in order to get those one, you need the price to go higher, above than $40 as of now, and then your target will be like $45. If it comes $45, get out and get the re-entry, because the price goes up, will come down, trace the 45, and then it will go up. But what kind of support and resistance it took? Nothing. If the price decided to fall, you cannot even stop it, because the big money is the one who is making the market. We are just the participant, nothing else. Okay, so that's the like brutal truth about the market. So that's why you always need a stop loss. Even though you are long, put the stop loss here. Say tomorrow if you are bought Tesla and if Elon Musk dies, what's going to happen with the company? It will fall apart. Right? It just takes one news for people to fear out and offload their positions. Right? And if you know the charting a little bit, and the like pattern, if you see here, like just kind of give you an idea, because I just saw it. See here, the price is going up, came down, and then price went up, come down, went up. Okay, MGNI, I kind of give the tukkas for the MGNI when I give the tukkas for the NVDA at the same time. Okay, this will be the last one, and then we're gonna discuss later everything. Anybody has any question or concern so far? If you see here, what kind of trend it is?
Head and shoulder. Oh no. Okay.
What kind of trend it is?
Downtrend.
Like why? Because if you see higher high, like lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, higher, low, higher, low, higher. In order to get it out, you need to get this area. And then like comes here, and then this comes, like you have to make the reverse head and shoulder, reverse head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, and you have to break this trend line like neckline. Then the price will go test it and go back. Otherwise, you will see here the price gonna fall.
Would you say it's also forming lowered wedge pattern?
But yeah, if you see here, see this one. Right. So for me, as long as it's not going above $32, you don't want to get in. Why? Because it's taking a resistance all the time to that area, that trend line. This is the dynamic resistance, right? Because the price is taking support like the resistance at the different area. And if you see every time, it's important level. It's give the bearish inverted hammer. It give the doji here. It give the doji. Now it might go give the doji again. Who knows what can happen? So it price can come to $30, $33. Absolutely. But then price gonna fall? Yes, 100%. Why? Because the price is taking a resistance at some important area. At the same time, if you see here, so the conflict, so it might just come $33 and fall, because this is like also a resistance area as well. Let's see the moving averages, what the moving average is saying to you. Okay, this is 100. Okay, I'm just gonna, because I have so many moving averages which I kind of keep an eye, so I'm gonna kind of focus on the one important moving averages. Okay. So M1, M2, M3, M4, M6. Now let's see the inputs. M1 is 20, 50, 100, 200, and 400. Okay. So now green, this is like 20. Red is my 50. This is my 100. This is my 200. This is my 400. Nicole, phone kar do. Kar de. Right. So if you see here, you're taking a resistance at the important moving averages, which is 20 moving averages. And then, so if it cross this one, 33 will come. If that 33 will come, this 50 will come here at the time when the price is moving up. So it will take the 34 will be your next resistance level. If the price falls, the 100, this moving average is gonna help you. So 26 will come and help you, protect you. If that doesn't help much, the price gonna fall to the $17. Before it falls to the $17, there are a couple of good resistance area which will come, which is $22. And after that $22, you will have the 18 and then 14, like 1690. This is 200 moving average actually. This is 100. This is 200. This is 400. So whenever you analyze the price, this is on a daily time frame. This is, let me go and see on a weekly time frame. Go weekly. Yeah. This is 50 moving averages where it taking a support. So $23 might come if the price falls $33. You might see those $22, $24 level. It's not gonna come tomorrow. Maybe in future. If the price go above the $33, then you start seeing the new trend for the price. Okay. Like if you see here, this is like a pattern. Yeah, it's kind of falling. What the heck is pattern? I haven't checked this MG. I just kind of get the idea last time at the MGNI before it kind of gave. Yeah. So yeah, this is on a downtrend, right? So if you see here, yeah. So it took the support from the 23. It can go up, come back to the 22, and then coming to the $15. Very likely. Okay. Very likely if it doesn't break the $34 on a weekly basis. You need $34 to be broken. Yeah, this one. Yeah, $32, $34. It has to break. Okay. Understood?
Yep.
Yeah.
Will you be sharing the presentation, okay.
I will sell the recording once I upload on the YouTube. I will send it to you. If you don't get it, I will send my YouTube link in the group. You can get it from there. Okay.
Okay. What about the slides?
Slide, I'll take it. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Slide is nothing. It's just the information. I
Yeah,
don't
okay,
even look at the slide. It's just for the presentation. I sake of making it, I made it. But otherwise, I don't need it. I'll just give it to you.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
anybody has any question or concern?
Yeah, I just have one question. You kept mentioning the word long. Like, what does that mean?
Long,
Like,
that means you buy. A short, that means you're selling.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you say long, that means you are like buying. That's like a technical word they use. Oh, you want to go long. Oh, you want to go short. That means like you want to sell. You want to buy. That's a
Okay.
long. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody has any question or concern? Nope. All good. Everybody's kind of understood. If you don't understood, just spend more time on the chat. Okay. Kuramali, you want to say something?
No, I want to be asked everyone, if anyone any question, please question it, and it's all your benefits. If you question, you will be resolve your problem.
Yeah, it's better to ask the questions, right? No. Okay.
I mean, we will do some practice and we will just have, I mean, we can just send a message in the group and ask you, like, okay, we are thinking about this stock, it's buying here,
So,
selling here. So you can tell at that time.
so what you do whenever you like share anything, don't ask me what to buy. Ask me like, okay, I want to buy this one. So my question will be like, what's your support area? What your moving average is telling you? What's your resistance is telling you? That means you have to look for it and tell, okay, yeah, this is what you're looking. Okay, and then you will understand it better. Because if I say something, say for an example, if I gave yesterday, I gave the tukas for the Tesla, right? So that you might make money on those tukas, but you won't be able to do it by yourself. And to be successful in the trading, you need to be self-sufficient. You don't have to depend on somebody else for anything. Okay, then you can make more money. Like if you see, Alibai is the most successful person in our group, right? Why? Because he doesn't depend on anything else. He knows his trading very well. He practiced so hard. That means he doesn't need a group, right? But he's trying to help you guys, right? Because more people participate is good for us, because we are the retailers and we need to look for each other out. Okay, so practice and practice, otherwise you won't be able to understand anything from the chart. For me, whenever I see the chart, I try to talk to the chart, right? Because I spend so much time on the chart.
Actually, sometimes you guys ask the question like any stock, and we are trading in different stock. You know, stock market in the working session, like live hours, is every second is very useful. And sometimes we are delaying on to give you answer because we are busy, or we are stuck, or maybe we are not working, or maybe we are not trading. So i- right right now, that's my point, is that please practice. And please, if you have any query or anything, not now, but you must be check what you missed and what you have to need to learn. So please ask the question in next session, so we can reply to you, and we can briefly reply to you what is your actually the problem, and what is you are thinking about that, what you have to do, and how you can learn easily. So please ask that questions, so we can give you the answer, please. And you are lucky, the not too much people. Last batch we have 20 pupils, and you are lucky, you are only 6 pupils, and we are still giving the class. It's not a earning purpose, it's only helping purpose.
Yeah. And like people sometimes, like the thing is like, what I got from you is at $20 something, and I spent my like 2.5 hours already on it, right? So if you count like in hours and everything, there is nothing much. It's like more of a time wastage of time. But what my benefit is, when I'm teaching you, so many patterns I'm seeing right away. That's my benefit, because I want to learn as well. Like, I only know the one droplet of the ocean, right? So I need to earn at least one bucket full of like knowledge from the ocean. So when I'm teaching something, and when I'm kind of giving tukkas and everything, I'm kind of sharpening my skills. Even if I am not trading, I do give my tukkas. NVDA I gave it, MGNI I gave it earlier, RENN I gave it yesterday as well, like day before yesterday. It was like $8 when I found, like $9 when we found it. It's $12, and I kind of missed it because I was hoping to come at like $8. So we are trying to give like more to the society, and at the same time we are learning too. Okay, so that's from me. And if you have any question or concern, please let's talk tomorrow, and we will see how it goes tomorrow. Okay, we haven't covered everything, but we'll cover for sure, like moving averages and everything tomorrow, pretty quick. But
Thank you, Jigar. Thank you
Yeah,
very much,
thank you.
and thank you for the special for that class. And really, I am really appreciate to you.
Yeah.
And you, I know you always helping the pupils out of the way. And a lot of people they told me that you always helping the pupil out of the way, like they are texting you and you replying. That's really appreciate you. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
yeah, thank you so much, Alibai. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Thank you all.